Well, day off in Discovery Bay, so we're making use of that and going for a hike to Mui Wo, or that's the English version of how you pronounce it. Wendy has got the Cantonese version.
I've been told I can't do it, but it's like when I said I'm going to Mui Wo, they were like, where? And then I had to get out the map and show them, and they went, oh, Mui Wo, Mui Wo. So I think that's how you say it, but we say Mui Wo because it sounds cute.
Well, yeah. It's like somebody coming from England and saying Kiama rather than Kiama, because
it sounds cute.
Well, it's not because it sounds cute, but that's how you would likely pronounce it if you saw it for the first time. Anyway, what?
I'm said walk a bit slower.
Oh. So we're hiking to Mui Wo. Mui Wo something. That we'd like to be able to respect, because people actually like it when you get into the Cantonese. So that might be a bit of a challenge though. So it's about 8.5 k's over the mountains. There are mountains here, something that
you can't see them behind these buildings. These are the greens. I don't know if you can tell, but they are covered in mesh and scaffolding. So whatever you do, don't rent a greens apartment, because you won't be able to see anything. It's 1.8 kilometers from our Neo Horizon apartment down to South Plaza. So that's the first part of our walk.
it is. Anyway, I was saying it is quite mountainous, Lantau Island. That doesn't really even give an indication of the size of the mountains here. They're quite steep and large. Here comes one behind there. And if we were a little bit more moved north in winter, it would not be at all surprising to see snow.
And in Discovery Bay, you're not allowed to have a private car. So if you want to get around, you get around in these little golf carts. We are leaving Discovery Bay and we're on the path that goes to Mui Wo via the Trappist Haven Monastery to Discovery Bay. And we are now leaving the suburb of Discovery Bay and entering the villages. So in the villages they don't have high rise. Last time we were here, this beach was absolutely disgusting. When we were here in July scouting out what it might look like for Jeff to take this job. This is Discovery Bay and some of the high rise. And last time we were here, we rented an apartment just there for 9 days. So we're off. We're going to climb over those mountains, and Mui Wo is on the other side of these mountains.
These beaches here were, the last time we walked past here, absolutely disgusting. You wouldn't have even set foot on them, let alone jumped in the water. They were so awful with rubbish, and they're actually quite inviting at the moment. There's not a lot of rubbish. In fact, this beach here doesn't have any, and the other one over there with all the kayaks and things, it's got a little bit on the beach. Quite pleasant, really.
So over to the left we have Discovery Bay. Straight across is a little island called Peng Chau that's very, very cute. And this is a little village.
And there's Hong Kong Island in the distance. And you can see the ICC, what's the other one, like the LCC or something?
International Finance.
Oh, IFC on Hong Kong Island, which you can see sticking its head up, and the ICC, I suppose it's the International Commerce Centre or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But very different here in the villages to in the suburbs. I'm just going to take some video as we walk through the village. So the villages are really different to the suburbs. I believe a lot of the Filipinos live in the villages. To Mui Wo. Bridges to get to your house. Machines. We're walking right through people's right through their lives. And here we are heading off to Mui Wo. And a little shrine in the village. Part of the village with the Discovery Bay in the background. Oh, and here's some chilies for your dinner. Some of the homes. Really different. As we continue on our walk to Mui Wo. So this is a market garden. So maybe I'll come here to get some groceries. Organic vegetables for sale, says the sign in English. It's a wonderful walk. Discovery Bay in the distance. And part of the village, and this is the path to get to Mui Wo in front of somebody's house. With steps up the hill, so they do their washing. We've started to climb the hill, started to climb the mountain, and this is a view back to Discovery Bay. And Verdant Court is this building here that we stayed in July, and we've just walked along this beach here, and now we're starting the ascent. This is climbing up the hill to get to the Trappist monastery. I don't know if you can capture how steep it is, but it's really steep. So slow and steady, one foot in front of the other. Hi. Morning. A cross with a picture of Jesus. All the way up the hill there are these crosses. I've just noticed this is number 11. And I think that they're the stations of the cross. There's Hong Kong in the distance and the hill that we've been walking up. We've been climbing, and this is our view. We've sort of hit a bit of a peak, and I think we're going to head down into Mui Wo. But there's more of a climb, I think, up here to maybe 360-degree views. So we've reached the peak. Not the peak that's in Hong Kong Central, which is over this way, but the peak of this hill, this mountain that we've been climbing. So I think that is Disneyland, that is just there, and behind this golf course down there is Discovery Bay. This is the Trappist monastery that we've walked, and it's basically just been straight up, really hard walk. This is a little island called Peng Chau that's very cute, and looking forward to exploring that more. And on this side over here that we're now going to walk down into, I'm not sure if you can see it over here, is Mui Wo, or Mui Wo. But amazing walk, really hard, and amazing scenery. And I think down there is Mui Wo.
Oh, say something. Here we are on our walk to Mui Wo from Discovery Bay, and the scenery is just world class, which is always a turn up for the books when you think about Hong Kong, I think. Huge mountain over here. This is Lantau Island, or part of Lantau Island, and we're just going down to Mui Wo, which unfortunately these bushes are in the way, but there's a lovely view down there to the bay.
Can't see where we've come from, but it's up there. Beautiful scenery. The scenery is stunning. Mui Wo is a village that we could potentially live in. I think it's a remote possibility because you have to, I think that Cathay is over that mountain, so you have to get around that mountain by bus, and there's regular bus services, but yeah, but it's village living rather than suburb living. So it's nice to do this walk and to come and explore it, and after we've done this walk we're going to catch the bus to see actually how feasible it is to live in Mui Wo. It is just so stunning.
Yep, we were just saying, just imagine if there was snow on this mountain here. I don't know if the camera does it any justice, but it's quite a steep and big mountain. It's not a hill, it's a mountain, and you could be in Switzerland or Europe.
Mui Wo.
Mui Wo. Mui Wo.
Mui Wo.
Mui Wo.
And we've reached the bottom. This is Mui Wo. The beach looks lovely and clean here. But again, there's no road access to these shops, to these houses. If I could zoom in here, I would zoom in on that little house that's just there, because you can see the little etching in the green, which is the path, and it looks like it goes straight up, and it's really steep, hard on the thighs. So we've come down from that little path down there through here. We've walked along the waterfront of Mui Wo. It's got this beautiful promenade. Now we're going to walk up here. The ferries come from Discovery Bay. I think it takes about 20 minutes from Discovery Bay to come around that headland, and I think it's maybe half an hour to get into Hong Kong Central from Mui Wo. Mui Wo. This is the commuters parking lot to go to Central or to go to anywhere else, and as you can see, everyone rides a bike. And this is the ferry terminal. When you come from Discovery Bay to have a meal here, this is where it comes in. This goes across to Central.